What's going on, crypto fam? Good to have you with me. This channel is dedicated to guys just bringing you guys real action that's happening in the altcoin market, in cryptos and Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin, and the story and the show must go on. Right now, I don't want to hit you guys with a used car salesman type mentality here and try to get you guys to buy into Bitcoin Cash. If you guys are watching this channel, you obviously know I'm totally in on Bitcoin Cash. Been in Bitcoin Cash for quite some time because of simple utility. Guys, utility trumps everything. And right now we got a ton of wallets. We got a ton of merchants accepting Bitcoin Cash. That number is growing. We're getting bigger people. I mean, you guys watch the internet. I don't need to tell you about Mark Cuban and some of the other players coming to the game that are propping up the idea that Bitcoin Cash can do a transaction better than Bitcoin. So I want you guys to think of something for a moment. The Forex market right now, just right now, 24 hours a day, take a break on the weekends, but it's trading $5 to $6 trillion in currency exchanges of different fiat currencies every single day, every 24-hour period. A 2,300 trillion, which is like, I don't know how many quadrillion, a lot, a big number, a number that no market or any kind of human being on this planet can really grasp how truly big that number is. I mean, that number is so massive. It trumps any other market, any other GDP, any other asset class by thousands and tens of thousands of percents. So to give you an idea of the size and magnitude of the Forex quadrillion-dollar market cap, I want you to really think about what they're trading on those markets. They're trading fiat currencies, banks, corporations, hedge funds. They're using different algorithmic trading and different mechanisms of trading instruments to trade this stuff back and forth to create this huge market making and this huge Forex market. So we now have crypto, which is also a currency, depending on which one you are looking at. Bitcoin Cash kind of is at the top of the list on there. And just to be clear, Bitcoin Cash does stay on the top volume, like the top 10 volume, consistently. It's always on the top 10 volume. It's always in that top runner-up of volume. A lot of times it's even closer to number 3, number 4 in terms of volume. And this is a coin that's been around for a while. It's not like Solana having a daily volume. It's Bitcoin Cash is a project that's been around for years that is accumulating a really, really high amount of volume of transactions and trades and swaps and all sorts of different dynamics of specific things that give it the 24-hour volume spread against all these other cryptocurrencies. So I think that that in itself shows that Bitcoin Cash is definitely here to stay, guys. Bitcoin Cash is not going anywhere. Anywhere you can use Bitcoin, you can use Bitcoin Cash. You know, we got SLP tokens, Bitcoin Cash, please, you know, getting created all the time. There's tons of different things you can do with Bitcoin Cash. There's tons of different things you can do with crypto. There's no new innovation that's coming around the corner, like as in the next week or two, that hasn't been achieved on Bitcoin Cash. So that being said, I think that right now where we're at kind of in the actual market cycle, as people call it, or the bull cycle or whatnot, I think we're very early. I don't think this is not something that these people that are trying to like swing trade Bitcoin and swing trade cryptos and just trade cryptos, they are going to get wiped the freak out. They're going to get wiped out so hardcore, it's not even worth mentioning. You know, if you're trying to watch a podcast on people telling you how to trade cryptocurrencies, guys, none of those people are making money off trading cryptocurrencies. They're making money off you paying to watch their video, or they're getting paid for you to take their classes, or they're getting paid for the advertisement that's happened on their YouTube. They're filling your head with this narrative of how they're trading it, what they're doing. But a lot of these clowns have just gotten into this stuff, and they're going to get wiped out. They already are gotten wiped out off leverage and all sorts of other things. But to give you an idea of how crazy crypto can trade, I'll tell you what, last night I did a little bit of trading crypto just as just kind of a piece of my mind. I haven't really traded crypto in probably a few months, because usually when I buy crypto, I hold it. I don't like try to like play Johnny Whiz Kid, like I'm reading the markets of these huge market shifts or upward trends or downtrends to capture profits. I buy crypto because I believe in it, I hold it, and I like watching it significantly grow over time. So yesterday I took I sent some Zcash off my wallet. I sent it to another wallet that supports NIM crypto and Neo crypto, two tokens that I like. I have holdings in both of those tokens. I increased my position in some of those tokens, and guess what? Zcash is up today more than those tokens that I swapped it for. So the littlest transaction that you think that doesn't matter, and I'm not saying my I don't know how many Zcash it was, maybe 4 or 5 Zcash I sent to this other wallet and swapped for Neo and NIM, and you know, I don't know, I know it's like 3 Neo, I don't know how many NIM I got, something thousands of NIM, but you know, increasing these positions, those littlest tiny fraction of these little, I don't know if you call it a micro transaction. Is it micro? Probably, if there's billions of dollars worth of volume every day. This little transaction and I lose gains on Zcash. That happens every single time I ever trade this stuff. It's nothing new. I thought when I did it, I'm gonna lose. I bet you Zcash is gonna go up tomorrow more. You know, it's already up 30% for the week, but sure enough, it went 7 or 8% up from yesterday, and Neo and NIM are just trading at 1% up. So I lost my overall Zcash if I were to just hold that Zcash that I've been holding for quite a while, right? I've been holding Zcash for a long time. So these little trades all matter. Every single one of them matters, because for one, the exchanges that have tons of volume that are washing these huge orders, and it's like this huge washing machine, dude. They're just washing all these cryptos and propping up the prices and buying everybody's sell order, and you know, creating different levels to this stuff on terms of like price discovery and the way the narratives have been written, right? Just scale. So they're just scaling up, and people like me just lose, right? It happens to every trader. And don't think that you have some kind of, like, you're listening to somebody online that is selling you the idea that they're trading crypto and making money. They're not trading crypto and making money. That is extremely rare. There's nobody out here trading crypto making money. There's the idea of trading crypto, and that makes money, but most people are losing when they trade crypto. They're not going to tell you that. You can go online right now and find numerous videos of people trading crypto and how they're making all these profits. None of them show them your portfolio, and even the ones that they do show the portfolio, a lot of times they're manufactured portfolios and just a bunch of crap. Also, kind of touching on that, I might be getting a little spam on some of my my comments. Two people asked me to send them some Bitcoin Cash. I sent them Bitcoin Cash. I sent it from 2 different wallets. One person got the Bitcoin Cash. I sent them just enough Bitcoin Cash that you can't even do on Bitcoin Network anymore. I think the average median fee right now for Bitcoin is like $3 or $4. You know, it's back like $40 or $50 back in like May or June of this year. So that, you know, the average and median is like between like $4 and $6, I think it was, or $3 and $6, the average and median transaction fee for a Bitcoin transaction. So I can't even send those people what I send in Bitcoin Cash in Bitcoin anymore, Bitcoin Core, BTC. But my point is I think I'm getting a little bit of spam on. I think there's some way for people to kind of use some kind of bot or some kind of way to see when people are saying they're going to give away Bitcoin Cash, and then they just upload this wallet address, claim they don't get it, and then that person just says, oh, I sent it, well, you know, I'll send you some more, I guess. So I sent 2 people Bitcoin Cash that requested Bitcoin Cash. I don't remember their usernames on YouTube, but one of them said they got it. They were like, oh, you know, they thought it was funny that I sent, you know, a very small amount of Bitcoin Cash. I mean, I'm not giving away, you know, big holdings of Bitcoin Cash, but a transaction you can't even do on Bitcoin anymore, I sent to wherever those people are. They might be in Africa, Australia, China, wherever. You know, they received the Bitcoin Cash. So there was another person on there that said he didn't get it. I sent it from 2 wallets. So it might be a little bit of scamming or I don't know, is it phishing or whatever they do to get people to kind of like send them free crypto. But nonetheless, I did send Bitcoin Cash. I hope you guys got it. If anybody else wants Bitcoin Cash, just drop me your deposit address. I will gladly send you some Bitcoin Cash. I will send you, I'm not going to send you a bunch of Bitcoin Cash, obviously. I'm not here to like give my money away. But I do want everybody to understand that on Bitcoin Cash right now, I can send, you know, fractions of what it would take me to send Bitcoin, and it's so much cheaper, it's so much better, it's so much faster. There's so many, you can spend it, you can go to merchants and spend it online, you can spend it in the real world, whatever you want to do. So I'm more than happy to do that, guys. Just send me your address. I'll gladly send you some Bitcoin Cash. What else is going on right now? I think also something that should be worth mentioning is Zcash, and there was like 2 or 3 other coins or tokens that Grayscale has now created a holding trust for, and those trade on the over-the-counter markets. But Zcash really specifically, I think, is worth mentioning right now because it's sitting at a threshold. It's 0.09 of a Zcash. I think the ticker is ZCSH, I believe. And again, that's trading on over-the-counter markets. It's a holding trust through Grayscale. If you don't know any about that, just go to their website. There's tons of information on what exactly that is and the mechanism of how it trades. But I think what's really worth mentioning right now is that Zcash holding trust, they have lockup periods. So if you're an institutional investor and you have, you're buying these huge holdings of these essentially crypto holding trusts, that it's basically a custodial that's holding your crypto. I think these are really the tokens and the coins that everybody should really be paying attention to, rather than like this SHIB and all these other ones that, they could pump and they could go up in price, but they could also fall in price too. They're not as interesting as the ones that are actually getting this mainstream attention from like Grayscale and some of these other ones. So I think Zcash, Ethereum Classic, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin, what else is there? Obviously Bitcoin, Ether, and then they have another, I think it's GLDC or GDLC. It's got a basket of different cryptos they hold, and there's some newer ones that are included in that list that they hold. But just go to Grayscale, guys, check it out. And I think that's a really good thing to mention, because I think that some of these, they're obviously buying these things for a reason. People are obviously investing this stuff for a reason. They don't have to move their money into a crypto exchange where it could get, something could happen to their funds. They're able to just, buy it through their brokerage, do what they normally do when they buy a stock, and just kind of go on that route, which, that's fine too if that's what they feel more comfortable with, right? I'm not sitting here judging anybody that, oh, you have to keep it in a cold storage offline wallet. Like, you guys do what you guys do with your money. That is why crypto is so cool in my eyes, and that is why crypto has become such a big part of my life, because it allows people to do what they want as they see fit with their money. I think that's a huge thing to watch out for. Like I said, is these Grayscale, these holding trusts that are basically they're buying quite a bit of crypto compared to like the average consumer type holdings and stuff like that. So look into some of those Grayscale holding trusts if you want a little more validation of what cryptos you think might be around long term that have use cases, utility. You guys know the list. I'll say it again. Bitcoin Cash, Zcash. I almost said Z Classic. That was a funny project, wasn't it? Zcash, Neo, Monero. Some of these coins that have been around for quite a while that, they might not pump, they might be going down against Bitcoin right now, and they could easily, just like Doge, they could easily just gain all their market cap back plus 10 times over. So, right now with my Bitcoin Cash portfolio, obviously it's been going down against Bitcoin. It's been going down against Bitcoins for quite a while, 3+ years, guys. So the people that are holding Bitcoin Cash, BSV, a lot of these cryptos that have been going down hardcore against Bitcoin over the last couple years, I'm with you guys. I'm holding, I'm more bullish than ever about my positions. If I just held Bitcoin and just bought Bitcoin, obviously I'd have a lot more fiat dollars, but then I would just be speculating on the other people's future speculation price of other speculators. So it doesn't really make much sense to me to buy the Bitcoin legacy, BTC core. It just doesn't make sense for me. I want to be able to use my crypto. I want to be able to spend my crypto. I want to be able to send people crypto, because that's what the coolest part about it is, guys, is when you can tap your phone from any of your wallets, send crypto, and they can receive crypto. And the fact that it happens so quick with Bitcoin Cash, and there's so many merchants that adopt it and have made it part of their business model and what they do for their in their financial aspects of their companies, have created Bitcoin Cash to be a lead performer in that space. There's gonna be tons of different cryptos. I'm not saying BTC or Bitcoin Core is going anywhere. I'm not saying like it has to go down and mine has to go up. I support any crypto that is making people lives better and making people, you know, into this stuff like I'm into this stuff. I don't want to dog people's crypto because, you know, oh, my crypto or Bitcoin Cash is better than Bitcoin Core. Well, you know, that's why we have RBTC Reddit, okay? That's why that exists now, because all the moderators on Bitcoin Reddit was deleting anything that has to do with Bitcoin Cash or anything that has to do with increasing the block size. That I don't like. So, you know, I spent a lot of time reading RBTC and, you know, why, you know, there's a good post on there the other day, you know, why Bitcoin was achieving, BTC Core was achieving all-time high. Bitcoin Cash was mining a 32 megabyte block or, you know, 20 whatever megabyte block or a bigger block. So there, you know, just because price is happening on one coin like BTC Core, that doesn't mean that things aren't happening on Bitcoin Cash. I sent people Bitcoin Cash the other day. I sent Bitcoin Cash from my wallet to another wallet. I do that time to time because that is what makes cryptocurrencies so great. And when people start using these as payments, that's when you're going to see the huge user experience either flip or flop on Bitcoin, I think. And I think it's going to flop because a lot of times Bitcoin, people that come into Bitcoin, they go into Bitcoin initially, but once they start discovering that there's way better cryptos and way better cryptocurrencies to do different things with, whether that's build smart contracts, use as a form of payment, or use as an accepted form of payment. That's when they start discovering these things like Bitcoin Cash and some of these other cryptos, and I think that's where you'll see the huge influx of new people coming in. And you know, look what happened to Doge. People will buy anything if they think the price is going up. I had a dude at my work the other day. He was talking about how he owns cryptos. He just got into it and he bought Ethereum Classic and SHIB. You know, I'm not dogging him. I'm glad you bought those coins because you know what? That allows you to start researching those coins, researching those tokens, and researching other stuff in crypto. And now you are involved in crypto. I'm not here to put anybody down who buys SHIB. I might buy some SHIB. You know, I'm not here to like validate whether or not your cryptocurrency purchase is worth a fuck. I'm not here to do that. I'm trying to tell you that the more people that come into crypto, regardless of the avenue and the ways that they're funneled in, they start discovering new stuff. They start researching new stuff. And ultimately, I think that's when you'll see the vector of people introducing themselves to Bitcoin Cash because of the fact that there is all this utility, all this infrastructure already built out on Bitcoin Cash. You know, BSV, you know, I'm bullish about that project as well, but you know, you have to understand that the access point for people to actually get BSV is a lot harder than it is for Bitcoin Cash. So, you know, people don't want to spend a bunch of hoops and loops. They want things easy, fast, and they want a great user experience. So everybody's talking about user experience, I feel like the last couple weeks online and everything, but maybe it's just the algorithm that's trending on my end, but I'm sure you guys are getting the same one if you're watching this video. So my point is you know, once they discover that it's so easy to buy Bitcoin Cash, it's so easy to send Bitcoin Cash, it's so easy to store and protect your own wealth, whether that's, if you think that's you know, Tether, if you think that's SHIB, whatever that avenue is, utility and the best coin, and right now that's Bitcoin Cash, will win. I think we have a lot of good people, you know, on our side. I think Roger Ver, I think other players that are involved, Jihan, you know, these are just two, but you know, you have tons and tons of community supporters that are diehard into Bitcoin Cash, because these prices and these premises are what made Bitcoin amazing, and people wanted to, you know, start things like Silk Road. You know, whether or not that was a good thing to do, you know, that's up for debate, but I'm not here to judge whether or not Silk Road was a good thing or not. What I'm here to do is to just say that Silk Road was a marketplace where you could literally buy anything, legal, whatever. You know, that was in the past, but that was something that made Bitcoin an amazing tool. And you know, you could buy you can buy anything online on Amazon with Bitcoin Cash. You can buy, you know, hundreds of merchants. You can just go literally to multiple places, multiple websites, and find everywhere that accepts Bitcoin Cash. So it's just, you know, with that growing, with people's awareness of crypto growing and the actual people that are coming into it, we're at the tip of the iceberg, guys. This is like if you could go back 10 years from now and say, oh, Bitcoin is, I need to put Bitcoin in an offline wallet off Mt. Gox before it goes mainstream. This is like that moment right now with Bitcoin Cash. This is like, you can't be any earlier to the game. You can only suppress Bitcoin Cash price so much before it starts exploding. They've done it with Grayscale. They've done it with the derivatives markets. They've done it with leverage on top of all these exchanges. But in the end, there's people holding Bitcoin Cash. I know people are holding Bitcoin Cash because of the speech and the conviction that I try to give based on Bitcoin Cash. And I'm not talking about these videos. I'm talking about in the real life when I'm at work and I'm interacting with different people, whether that's, whatever the case may be. I give them the spiel and I let them know the difference. Like my last video I did when I was driving, you got to mention the Bitcoin narrative. It's not going away anytime soon. You got to mention the Bitcoin narrative. You just can't just jump into Bitcoin Cash. People are just going to get confused by it. But I think that the key aspects to know is it's a peer-to-peer electronic cash system. That's what cryptos are for. It's good to hold your money in them too, but you don't need to just like, see where I'm going with this, guys? You got to be able to use it. You got to be able to spend it. You got to be able to send it. And like I said, I've probably lost, I don't know how many Bitcoins if I would have just bought Bitcoins and held it. But I'm a risk taker, guys, because I really firmly believe that just because something's something one day now, it doesn't mean it has to be something the next day. It can easily change. I don't like to think narrow-mindedly like that. I don't like to be like, oh, well, Bitcoin's the longest chain and it's got the highest market cap. And I mean, these are obvious things, guys, that some people just get engraved in their stone cement-headed mind, and they don't really understand that things change. Like, just because something's popular one minute doesn't mean it has to be popular the next. Could Bitcoin go down in price? Fuck yeah. Could Bitcoin Cash go down in price? Fuck yeah. They could all drop in value. That's not gonna deter me from the long-term vision that I have with this stuff. Is I'll just buy more. Bitcoin Cash wants to dip down to $84 again, I'll just buy more. Bitcoin wants to drop down to $3,500 or $10,000 or $15,000, I will buy Bitcoin, BTC Core, based on what I think it is worth, what I think it's worth, not what everybody else and what the market prices are saying it's worth. I buy on what I think it's worth, and to me, Bitcoin Cash is worth thousands of percents more than $650. So that's why I'm on here, guys. I'm trying to tell you guys, now's the time. I'm not saying invest every single dollar into Bitcoin Cash. That would be giving you bad investment advice. I'm not even giving you investment advice. I'm just telling you where my head's at. I have Bitcoin Cash. I will buy Bitcoin Cash. I will support other projects. I will support numerous other projects. If you have a project that you want me to support, give me a conviction, show some conviction and an argument on why I should support it. And I will gladly support your project. I will gladly exchange my valuable 1 in a million Bitcoin Cash holders that have probably what I have for your project. I will do that. I promise you that. If you convince me that your project or that you have a project that you think is just outrageously awesome, I will give you my support, because that's the type person I am. If I believe in something, I support it. That's why people bought Bitcoin. I own BTC. I just don't, it's not a project that I want to support, and it's not because of the price at 65,000. Like, this isn't about price. It's not like, oh, I can get 10 times the amount of Bitcoin Cash for 1 Bitcoin, or 100 times the amount of Bitcoin Cash for my 1 Bitcoin at 650 and 65,000. Like, no, I don't think like that. I don't think, like, who gives a rat's ass if I put 50,000 in Bitcoin or 50,000 in Bitcoin Cash. Whatever one goes up more percentage, I'm gonna get more fiat dollars. So it doesn't really matter. I'm not basing my trading and my holding status based on just Bitcoin's expensive now. That doesn't make any sense from an investment standpoint. So, a lot of people I know, they're like, oh, I can get, a billion SHIB for $1. I mean, I don't know what the price of it is. I'm just giving you a reference. But they don't understand that same dollar, or, that same dollar, $100, whatever they invested in SHIB, can be invested in Bitcoin, SHIB, whatever goes up the more percentage, you get the money on. So, that, if you're confused about that, then, you need to just look at some basic math formulas and understand how percentages work. But my point is, I don't buy based on price in terms of Bitcoin Cash being worth what it is. I know the price is going to go up. I know it's going to go up thousands and hundreds of thousands of percents from where it's at now. Why? Because I believe that that's going to happen, and I believe that the utility and the user experience and all the nuanced, cool edge things that are happening on Bitcoin Cash is what's going to bring it to the top once again. And it's been at the top in terms of volume for years. For the last couple years in the bear market, it's been top 10 volume, usually top 4 or 5 consistently in volume for the last couple years. And I think volume is a really downplayed thing in cryptos, and a real mistake that new investors come into this space and not take account of. So if you guys are maybe still watching this video and you're starting to buy into Bitcoin Cash, you better start looking at volume, because the volume, guys, is there. And it doesn't matter if it's manufactured. It doesn't matter if it's manipulated. It is there. It is there for now. And that will ultimately, long term, be some of these narratives playing out in people's realities in terms of what will be a leading crypto in the future, in my opinion. That's just my opinion, guys. That's all these videos are, is just my opinion. But I was feeling kind of spunky tonight to make a video. I know I usually do them more during the day, so I don't know if this video hit home run or hit home with anybody. But drop me some comments, some feedback. You guys have been awesome about that. And if you guys are, got anything else, do I have anything else I can really mention right now? I wanted to do a video also with where I share my screen on my computer. I want to get a mic first though, because I feel like the mic is not really that great on my iMac. So maybe I'll wait to do one of those, but I want to show you kind of some of the stuff that I look at that has me 100% convicted that Bitcoin Cash is really good. For one, that there's only, don't quote me on the numbers here, guys, there's not a lot of people in the world that have over 100 Bitcoin Cash. In fact, there's a very small few if you compare it to just the crypto market in general, like how many coins or how many of something exist, and how many of those existing coins are held by certain people. And don't quote me on the numbers because I don't have them right in front of me, but there's less than 15 or 20,000 people that have 100 Bitcoin Cash or more. And then there's obviously the bracket, and there's a website, I think it's called Blockchair, or I can't, the website, I can't think of the name, but it'll show you literally through the block explorer and everything. It'll show you exactly how many people are holding Bitcoin Cash. There's not 100 billion people or 100 million people or a million people, or even a very big number of people holding more than 100 Bitcoin Cash in their wallets. There's people that are holding much larger amounts, but those numbers get even smaller as you go up in terms of how many Bitcoin Cash people are holding. A large number of people are holding between under 100. That's where a lot of the wallets are spread out, and those could be multiple whales or multiple people with multiple wallets. But my point is at the end of the day, there's just not that many people in terms of how many people are out there that are going to be buying into crypto that have large holdings of Bitcoin Cash. They're all trying to get their hands on this new age stuff like Solana and a lot of these other projects that could easily pump 2-3x from where they're at now, which would be insane. But really, those gains were really accumulated months ago, or you had to be into them a year ago, and they were really newer projects. And when they were at those lower prices, nobody was talking about them. So I think that's something really to take note at, is that a lot of these old projects that are kind of circulating online in terms of news and stuff, BSV jumped 30% a couple weeks ago within a couple days, and it didn't get one news article on Google at all, or all the news that were broadcasted on that BSV was just this news based on they have these news sites that take the price, and then they manufacture a article based on the price. And if you read it, you kind of think it's a real article, but if you're into this stuff like I am, you can obviously just see it's just a manufactured, it's trending this way on this line and blah 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 blah. It's a technical analysis based on just this automated voice or automated article recording of what that price is in that moment. So every coin has that. I think AMB crypto is real big on that. These articles are just manufactured daily But the actual real news articles, like I said, BSV was up like 30% in a week. Nothing, no news, no nothing. It was just up 30%. So usually, you know, if a coin jumps that much, and Amisco token was up like 390% in a 3-month period, and that was like no news on that at all. Like these are projects that have been around for a while, that have shared some of the narratives and collaboration from major people like Vitalik Buterin, just big people in the space that like have achieved like big gains, like 300-400% gains in the last couple months, like QTUM ticker, OMG ticker, all these projects, and they're not getting absolutely any news, no news at all. So, you know, it's just a matter of time before, you know, the trading pairs and stuff start exploding. They can only suppress Bitcoin Cash so long, and then before you know it, Bitcoin Cash is at like $10, $12, $15,000 before it's even getting any kind of you know, user attention or user or people like actually like looking into some of this stuff. So I really kind of think that's where we're at right now in terms of the bull market. So if you guys can think of anything that I left out or anything, I'm trying to make these videos a little more consistent, but as you guys and girls, you know, you guys have your daily routine in your life, so I can only devote so much of this stuff. But I would say that like I'm like super stoked to talk about crypto, and it was kind of a late night recording, but I'm glad I did it. And if you guys have any feedback, or like I said, you want me to send you some Bitcoin Cash, or you have a project that maybe would be worth checking out, like just let me know. I'd love to support it, and if you give me a reason to support it, I have absolutely no issue doing that. So yeah, have a great rest of your night, day, morning, wherever you are in the world, and remember that I'm holding Bitcoin Cash. So if you ever question it, if you're mine, if there's anybody out there holding it, or am I the only person holding this stuff, guys, I'm with you. I'm here. You guys have a great rest of your night, morning, or day, wherever you guys are at. Take care, guys. Bye.